In this vision, I was like in somebody else's body. Some visions, I just go to the future and I see stuff, and I'm not physically participating. And in other visions, I'm like actually there, and I guess somebody's body who lived there and actually experiencing it. So this is what happened. In this particular vision, I was actually in the future. I had friends and family. I lived in a small village that was outside of a ancient subdivision. There used to be a neighborhood subdivision in these days. Well, those days in the future, that subdivision is going to be a bunch of roofless uh, brick structures overgrown by weeds and mud and stuff. And it was dangerous in the area, so we didn't live over there. We lived around this little bend and down a hill in a muddy little area. There was a little makeshift town made out of just scrap pieces of wood and stuff. It was maybe 4 homes, and everybody worked every day, helped cleaning different areas. It was one little store in town that was up a muddy hill. It was just a shack that they would trade different things that they would find in from these days and use them for purposes that we don't even use them for. Like they would use a fork as a hair comb, stuff like that. And they got this stuff from a bunch of old, maybe one or two old guys that used to take a boat out into the water to where the skyscrapers was sticking out of the water. And there was some busted windows. They used to go in and kind of like scavenge through the buildings and bring stuff back. But nobody ever did that because it was really dangerous to do that. You need to know your way through the buildings because it was like whirlpools out there that would drag you down. Yeah, it was dangerous. So one day we went to like the little beach area to where the guys go out, and out in the water, maybe a mile out, all we could see was the glimmering glass skyscrapers coming out of the water, out of the ocean. And this little island I was on was in the middle of a continent. Like it was just a piece of land that was above sea level at that time. Because everything was like flooded. It was a nasty world. It was a harsh world. It was super hard. Like if you live now and you survive what's coming, you'd rather have died. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy. What's up, Israel? This Yakanan, Ben Israel Zuksudra. Coming at you again with another vision. Once again, I had these visions back in 1987. Yeah, I saw the Metrolink train built in St. Louis. I saw a concrete wall separating America from Mexico. I saw concentration camps in America. I saw the future hundreds of years after the nuclear war. That's about to start right now. I believe already started. In this little installment right here, I'm gonna go ahead and attack the survivors after the Great Destruction, after the nuclear war, and the fire from the sky. So after all those disasters, it's gonna be a handful of people left, man. And this is what I saw. During these times that's gonna come, it's an old lady that live up this hill in this little makeshift town that's made of just sticks put together. She tells stories of these days of the 20th century. And the little young teenage boys made their own beer out of bottles they found different places and whatever they can make them with. Yeah, it was a different world, you guys. And they pretty much just ate grassy things. That's it for that vision.